Hi, I just wanted to make a little video to demonstrate e-coaching because we weren't so sure that today the internet would be fast enough and that everything would go smoothly. So we're going to meet right now with our e-coach Allison, and Allison has already sent me an invitation. So I'm just going to join in the conversation. We're connecting. And there's Allison, and there's me, and I just have to connect to the audio. And we'll say hi to Allison. Hi, Allison.
Hi Dee, how are you?
Good. So what's nice about this network, I have to sneak down because I'm using two cameras. So why don't we just walk through a session, Allison?
Sure. So once you've logged in here to the WebEx board, what I've already done, Dee, is I've set up a whiteboard for us. So if you want to go to the top of your screen, three over, it says whiteboard.
Okay.
Click on there, and I've already set up goals for today. I've started it anyways. I thought we could create the other goal or two that we need for our session.
Okay, well, let's go through and review the schedule then and see where that takes us.
Excellent. Okay, so let's pop over to your calendar, which we already have pulled up. Have you got yours pulled up, Dee?
Yep, it's right there. I was ready for this meeting.
Beautiful. Sharing your screen with me.
And so you can see where Allison and I are looking at the screen at the same time with the same information in real time. So now we can have a discussion about the schedule that I have planned. Take it away, Allison.
Okay, Dee, so I'm looking at your schedule for tomorrow, and I see you've got quite a busy day. So you need to be at the doctor's in the morning, and then you've got the gym, and then SLP. So what I'm thinking when I see this is that you've just got too busy of a day. So what can we do to kind of alleviate some of this?
Right, so this is where we could now engage in a discussion about whether the priority might be to walk the dog or to go see Dr. Smith.
Exactly.
And also, I think that it's important too that maybe if we do discuss and collaborate on the idea that Dr. Smith might be more important than walking the dog, I still have to have the dog walked. So you could walk me through the actions of calling a friend to walk the dog.
Exactly. Yep.
Allison, from your perspective, I'm going to minimize my screen now. And I'll maximize you. Whoops. Oh,
Okay.
there we go. Whoops. Maybe I'll maximize you. That was a little, no, it's not. There. Could you just tell some of your experience of being an e-coach?
I think that, this has been a great collaboration for most of my clients. And for myself, I think it allows them to, really sit down at the beginning of every week and take a look at their schedule. Something that, unless you've got somebody cueing you to do so, they don't always do. So my experience as an e-coach has been that my clients will often say, it's key that I sit and look at my schedule every week. And once I do that, it just sets me up to have a great productive week. So it's, being able to cue them that way, I think is helping them a lot. The other things that I've heard from people, one client in particular will always tell me that I'm making her use parts of her brain that don't necessarily work as well anymore. She's also described erehab and myself as the part of her brain that doesn't work. So this really kind of triggers her to be on top of things. And I think those are some of the great feedbacks that they're finding. We work really well in collaboration with other team members, such as occupational therapists, speech therapists, rehab support workers. And actually, I found that our service pairs best when we do have a team to work with. We like to do sort of that planning, those sort of problem solving and planning stages, those higher executive function skills with our clients that will save the RSW some time in their sessions so that they can really get down to doing the do. So we always try to do a plan, do, review approach. We take the planning, we help set them up in their calendar for them to do the do, either with the RSW or the SLP. And then at the end of the week, we tend to meet again and we review the week as to what's happened, how it's gone, and so on and so forth.
And I think just one little piece that we've neglected to add is that all of the information that you and your client, participant, whatever, that all the information that you do then syncs to the iPhone.
That's right. That's
So
key.
right, so they can be self-cued.
Exactly. And something else that's really important, Dee, for our clients is that they often have times where they meet with me and they're not sure how they're feeling. And are they going to be able to speak with me and work on their calendar at the same time? So one of the things that I really love about this whole program is that I can do the calendar for them with their permission. And it automatically syncs back to their calendar on their screen, their computer screen, on their iPhone, their iPad. So, sometimes they become the passenger and let me be the driver.
Excellent.
And other times we reverse that role, depending on.
And where they get to be the one in charge. Fantastic. Okay, thanks so much, Allison. I'm going to now say goodbye. Oh, Paul has something to say.
Ask Allison how many times and how frequently, for how long and how frequently does she meet with people online?
For how long? What's the duration of a session? And how frequently over a week would you meet with somebody?
I think every client is definitely individualized in that sense. However, our average session time tends to be between 20 and 30 minutes. Some need a little less, some need a little more, depends on the session. Our planning sessions are always our heavier sessions, and then our review sessions are always a little bit shorter. So we kind of average around 20 to 30 minutes. And I find the best frequency for our clients is 2 to 3 times a week. Anything more is too overwhelming. That we think sometimes daily check-ins would be fantastic, but I think they need some opportunity to try and do some of this stuff on their own as well. So meeting with them sort of on a Monday, somewhere in the middle, a Wednesday or Thursday, and then reviewing again on the end of the week on the Friday seems to be what I found to work the best for most of our clients.
Super. And what do you think, so in your experience, how's it been building rapport online?
I think it's not been too bad at all. I haven't found much difference from being sort of out in the community frontline therapist to being on the computer in terms of building rapport. I think everything takes a little bit of time, and the computer, what people really love about it is that I'm not having to be in their home, and so they can be a little bit more relaxed and at ease with things too. So I find that some people I even build rapport a little bit quicker with online. It can be a little bit awkward at first until we get used to talking through a computer screen, but once we realize that if it's face to face, we don't even realize the computer's there.
That's right. All right, well, let's see if I can get out of this and put you back small. Super. And we'll say goodbye.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, thanks so much.
Have a good one.
You too, bye. And so that's a session of e-coaching with Allison Fox. And if you have any questions, please feel free to join us on a Tuesday or give me a call or email d@erehabservices.com. Thanks so much.